circumstances. How excited is this group to just get back out here, play, get ready for next season, be hitting each other a little bit and all those things?
Yeah, they've been really excited. It was a really good offseason. Our guys worked so hard, and they couldn't wait, kind of chomping at the bits to get the pads on. We put them on Wednesday, and you could see the excitement. And we're obviously in day 3 right now, and it's still guys are really excited to be out here.
Who have you seen? I mean, I'm sure some of the guys I know, the Lamars and company, have been some of the guys that have kind of taken the lead through the offseason to this point, and just in terms of leading the way, whether by example or getting vocal with it. Who are some of the guys that you look at as, okay, these are the guys that are going to kind of take some charge with this 25 team?
Yeah, I think Lamar is definitely leading the way. I mean, he's the hardest worker on our team, and it's great when one of your best players is the hardest worker. But I think all of our seniors have really actually done a really good job in this offseason. They've all kind of held each other accountable. I think Lamar's kind of the one that stepped out a little bit, but the rest of them have just done a good job of making sure our younger guys are doing it the right way, and they're also doing it the right way. So they're showing them how to do it, and so it's been really good.
We were just talking, I mean, you guys have to replace some vets on that offensive line, but there's an expectation that group can still be really good. Lamar, Mason, and company. How have you seen them come along, particularly with strength and conditioning type program as you start fall?
Yeah, they've done a great job. You know, we do have to replace some really good offensive linemen, and they were a big part of our team the last couple of years. We had some guys that started for 3 years, but we also have some experience coming back. Obviously, Lamar anchors that. Lawson Guidry comes back for really a third year of kind of having a lot of starting roles for him. So those two will kind of be our anchors. And then you got Mason Smith, who's competing, Jordan Pinnock, who's competing, and then we got a couple battles going on at center. So we're excited for what we've seen so far in spring, and it's going to be a battle all the way up until fall, but I think it can be a very strong group for us.
And you've got a veteran quarterback that we haven't seen as much on Friday nights. He's been waiting behind Emil, but is somebody that's been in this program that you'll have a lot of confidence in. Tell us a little bit about, what to know about Ethan. Just kind of.
Yeah, so Ethan McGlynn's done a really good job of kind of running offense so far in the offseason and into the spring so far. I think he's going to do a great job. He's got a good arm. He makes great reads. He can run the football, so we'll see a little bit of that going on. But he's just done a good job of being a calming presence out there. You know, nothing's been too big for him so far, so we're excited to see what he can do.
The defense is a side that has a lot of guys that I know, whether it be coming back or that I've just kind of seen, whether it be camps and 7-on-7 side of things that I know have some talent. What is the early sense of this defense and kind of the ceiling for what that group can be for you guys?
Yeah, just excited to see them running around and getting to the football right now. I think it's going to be a very physical group. It's going to be a very fast group. We have a lot of team speed out there, which is really good for us. We got some competition battles going on, so we're going to have some youth out there, but it's some youth that's ready to play. And I think that I can't wait to see what that looks like in the fall. But we got a long time to get there, but just seeing the pieces so far in the spring has been fun to watch.
What do you hope to see, and I guess particularly for some of those spots where you have some battles from guys during the course of spring, when you have 2 or 3 weeks to kind of figure some things out, and obviously a long way to go until actual fall ball. What do you hope to see from those guys, or what can be the biggest lessons that you learned through spring? Yeah,
that really can they handle it mentally. A lot of times when we're seeing them in the weight room, we think we're going to put a guy in a position that can handle it physically, but can they be there in the mental part of the game? And so when the game gets hard, when the practice gets hard, are they still mentally sharp? Are they still making their calls? Are they still making their reads? That's the things we're looking for right now. And then we'll try to build on that throughout the summer. And then when boot camp gets here, try to start honing in on it and getting closer to it in week 1.
Who's a guy or a couple guys maybe that we don't know much about right now from the outside of the program, but you think have a chance to be guys we're talking about by the time we get into September and October?
Yeah, I think 2 guys that both played strong safety for us last year, and DJ Coleman and James Upton are both the guys that are going to be really anchoring in the outside part of our defense. Lorenzo Cooper is a guy that got hurt last year, couldn't play much for us. He's had a great spring, and I can't wait to see what he can do in the fall. We were expecting to have him last year, and obviously the injury prevented him from doing that, but I think he's been doing well. Lawson Dixon's a guy that also got hurt week 2 last year. He's an offensive guy, but we'll be playing some defense too. He'll help us out at safety a little bit. We're kind of anchored back there by Ben Picarella. He started free safety last year for us, and he's a guy that people don't know much about, but he just does a great job of lining us up and making plays out there.